viewers, welcome to Offbeat Gyan. It's been some time since I have recorded a video and I'm back with a short lecture on the Aeneid. The Aeneid is an epic poem that was written sometime in the 1st century BCE or before Common Era by Virgil. One of the greatest books of Western civilization, it is a very important text in world literature. So first I'll talk about the themes of the Aeneid. The first theme of the Aeneid is the story of the creation of an empire. What is an empire? It is a large group of states or countries ruled by a single king or an emperor or a monarch. The second theme of the Aeneid, the conflict between fate and destiny. So what is fate? Fate means events that are outside a person's control. Then what is destiny? Destiny means the events that will happen that are inevitable in a person's life. So more or less both terms are interchangeable. Now the third theme of the Aeneid, the constant struggle or conflict between duty and passion. The fourth theme of the Aeneid is the role played by war and sacrifice in creating a new empire. So these are the four important themes of Virgil's Aeneid. The basic story or the plot of Aeneid. A hero, in this case Aeneas, escapes from the burning city of Troy, which happens to be modern-day Turkey, after the defeat of Troy in the war between the Greeks and the Trojans. Then he sets sail on the high seas to establish a new kingdom in a faraway land. On his travels, he meets the beautiful queen Dido of Carthage. Carthage is in modern Africa. They fall in love with each other, but Aeneas has the duty of setting up an empire. So he does face the conflict between duty and passion, and duty wins. So he leaves her behind and he continues with his journey towards Italy. There he defeats his enemy and he sets the foundation for the new empire, that is the Roman Empire. Who is Virgil? Publius Virgilius Maro or Virgil was born near Mantua, northern Italy, on October 15 in 70 BCE. At the age of 12, he was sent to a school in Cremona where he studied rhetoric. Rhetoric is the art of speaking and writing in an impressive manner. So at this school in Cremona, he learned rhetoric, medicine, astronomy, and philosophy. As he grew older, he became an established poet, and between the years 42 to 39 BCE, he began work on his poetry collection, the Eclogues. As he established himself as a writer of importance, a poet of importance, he came to the attention of Maecenas. Now, Maecenas was the powerful advisor and friend of the Roman Octavian. And Octavian would go on to become the future emperor of Rome. So Maecenas, he noticed Virgil and he acknowledged Virgil's literary ability. Coming to Octavian. Who is Octavian? Octavian was the adopted son of the great Roman general Julius Caesar, who had been assassinated. Octavian would go on to take the name of Augustus and rule over Rome from 27 BC to 14 CE. CE means Christian era or Common Era. Virgil also introduced the great Roman poet Horace to Maecenas. Now Octavian requested Virgil to write an epic about Rome. Virgil lived in a period when Rome was going through a difficult period of war and tumult. These civil wars were responsible for Rome becoming the center of the Roman Empire. Rome was a republic which later on became an empire. Greek democracy was the greatest inspiration for Rome. So, influenced by the ideas of Greek democracy, the Roman monarchy had been overthrown in 510 BCE. So, from rule by a single king, Rome moved to a system of governance by a group of elected representatives, and in this they followed the Greek system. So, Roman architecture, Roman education system, and Roman culture were deeply inspired and influenced by Greece. So, after the overthrow of monarchy, a Senate began ruling over Rome, and the officials belonging to the Senate, the Roman Senate, had a period or a tenure of 1 year. Thus, Rome became a republic with a powerful army that conquered most of the Mediterranean region. So, from a monarchy, Rome became a democracy. From a democracy, once again, Rome would become an empire. Soon what happened? There were power struggles between the top official figures, and this led to wars between these powerful men. Julius Caesar was one such powerful general who had conquered so many places in Europe that he became very arrogant, and he marched into Rome with his army. As soon as he entered Rome, his arch enemy Pompey left the city and a civil war began. Caesar then established himself as the single most powerful figure in Roman politics. His arrogance and his hunger for power led to his murder or his assassination inside the Senate by his political enemies in 44 BCE. The murder or the assassination of Julius Caesar became the main cause for the next civil war. After the death of Caesar, Rome was ruled by a triumvirate. A triumvirate means 3 rulers ruling together. One was, of course, Octavian, the adopted son of Julius Caesar, the young heir of Julius Caesar. The others were Mark Antony and another supporter of Julius Caesar. After some time, what happened was power struggles erupted between these 3 rulers. And Octavian, he drove out one of his co-rulers, he pushed him into exile, and he defeated Mark Antony at the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE. Thus, Octavian defeated all his enemies, and he became the single most powerful man in the Roman Empire. He became Emperor Augustus. That is, the Senate changed his name from Octavian to Augustus. And Augustus ruled over the Roman Empire until his death in 14 CE or Common Era. Augustus or Octavian wanted Virgil to write an epic like Homer's Greek epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey. Virgil had grown very close to the Roman emperor, that is Emperor Augustus, and there are records which state that Virgil often read from the Aeneid to Emperor Augustus and his sister Octavia. So, Augustus wanted Virgil to write an epic that would unify Rome. He wanted such an epic because he felt that there must be something that would unite his people after the long series of civil wars. Now, epics play a very important role in unifying the people of a nation. Virgil himself felt the need to create an epic that would unite his people who were tired after the long series of infighting and the battles. So, Virgil set out to write the Aeneid, the story of Aeneas, a Trojan warrior who left Troy, the burning city of Troy, after the Trojan War and established an empire in Italy. And Aeneas became the mythical ancestor of the Romans. Aeneas is actually a minor character in Homer's Iliad, and Virgil chose him as the hero of his great epic poem, the Aeneid, which is in the Latin language. The Aeneid is a work comprising 12 books. The first 6 books are about Aeneas' journey from Troy to Italy. The second set of 6 books are about Aeneas defeating the Latins and setting up his empire in Italy. It is said that Virgil read Aeneid books 2, 4 and 6 to Emperor Augustus and his sister Octavia. Now Virgil died in 19 BCE after a trip to Greece. The Aeneid was unfinished and he had ordered that the manuscript must be burned after his death because he was unsatisfied with it. But then Emperor Augustus took matters into his hand and he ordered that the Aeneid in its form should be published. And that is how we have this great Latin epic, the Aeneid, one of the most important works in world literature. Thank you.